want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and I also like to give honors to the Akim that's out pushing his truth and sincerity to the four corners. I just want to say Shalom, Bashem, Rakakadash, and like I said, I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well, and I'd like to give honors to the Akim that's out pushing his truth and sincerity to the four corners. Again. Okay, look, this is a quick hit about pagan. You know, these pagan rituals, you know, we just had a bunch of holidays just passed. And we had a bunch of people, they call themselves Israelites, following them, you know. And I don't get it, you know. I don't understand it at all, you know. Because, you know, we're not supposed to celebrate these days. The days that we're supposed to celebrate is given to us in the scriptures, right? Okay. So, you know, these are pagan rituals that we follow, you know, like New Year's, Christmas, even birthdays, you know, these things that we didn't do, you know. Scripture tell you even when Job kids celebrated their birthdays, what happened to them? You know, the Most High destroyed them, you know, he destroyed them. You know, even Job, when he found out the first time, he had to give burnt offerings for all 7 of his children, you know. But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, you know, the pagan rituals that's being followed, we ain't supposed to honor them. We're not supposed to glorify them. We're not supposed to follow them. We're not supposed to acknowledge them at all. You know, we're supposed to keep the laws, statutes, commandments, and the customs of Yahweh Shemel Shai that was given to us, you know, through the scriptures. And, you know, it's too many of us out here preaching and teaching to tell, you know, that what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do for people to just go about and do whatever they want to do, you know. Okay, so I'm going to start at Colossians. This is Colossians 2:8. And it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahweh Shai. For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily. So he's going to teach you, in case you didn't get it from the Old Testament, in the New Testament, he's going to teach you that we're not supposed to keep these customs and traditions of men, you know. And he goes hard against, you know, the Pharisees and everything who likes to keep the traditions of man. You know, and it means do not let anybody trick you through lies, you know, to start observing and taking part in celebrating these pagan holidays, man. These are traditions of men, but are not the traditions of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, our feast days and high holy days are clearly outlined in the Bible, right? In Leviticus. Okay, but I'm gonna hit you with a couple scriptures. This is Deuteronomy 12:29, and it said, "When Yahweh thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. After that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou not inquire after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise." So this is what we're doing, because we don't know what our traditions and customs is, a lot of us. We tend to go with the flow of what's going on around us. You know, we were placed here, so we're not supposed to follow what they're doing. We're supposed to follow what the Most High said for us to follow, right? So that's what we're supposed to do. And then it says, you know, so basically we ain't supposed to follow their customs, you know, and worship their gods. But we do anyway. You know, calling on false names and, you know, doing things that, you know, that's not outlined in the Bible, you know, as an instruction from Yahweh to do. You know, and we do it. He said, thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God. For every abomination to Yahweh, which he hated, have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters, they have burnt in the fire to their gods. Whatever thing soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. So if he say that we supposed to keep the Passover a certain way, you don't do it the way you want to do it. You got to keep it the way he say keep it, because this is his law. This is his custom. This is our custom. This is what he gave us to. This is what we supposed to follow. You know, we're not supposed to do whatever we want to do. You know. So whatever their traditions were, you know, we were not to follow them. We was told not to follow them. And Yahweh Shemel Shai said if we did, we would be punished. It's Jeremiah 10:1. And it said, hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh thy power, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So while we're in captivity, and they're in their heaven, and we're under them, and we're suffering, everything that they do seems like the shit to do, because obviously to us it looks like it must be the right thing to do because they're on top and we not. So maybe if we do what they do, maybe we can be on top too. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. So I'm gonna go to Matthew. This is Matthew 15, and it said, "But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also transgress the commandment of Yahweh by your tradition?" So the thing is, most of us know that we're not to do these wicked acts of disobedience against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but we do them anyway. You know, like, oh, I don't really celebrate Christmas. I'm just doing it for the kids. No, you're not supposed to do it for the kids. Oh, I don't really believe in that January 1st New Year stuff. I just did it because they had a party that night. No, you're not supposed to partake in that stuff, man. You know. And this is Hebrews 10 and 26. It said, "For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin." So if you know he said don't do that, and you do it anyway, you're going to be held accountable for it. You're going to catch grace for that. You're going to be held accountable for it. So we can't commit, we can't continue to do, these things and get grace for it. Once you know, you're accountable for it. Okay? I ain't going to take all day with this. This is just something to let y'all know. This is Romans 6 and 1. And it said, "What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Yahweh forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?" So again, once you know, you are accountable for your actions. Grace will not catch you on that. And the scripture just told you that. So, these pagan customs, man, you can't do them, man. You can't do them. If you are so-called black, so-called Hispanic, and so-called Native Indian, you are Israelite. And you're not supposed to do the shit, man. Simple. It's just simple as that. Okay, here's Romans 14 and 5. It says, "One man esteemeth one day above another. Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. He that regarded the day, regarded it unto the Lord. And he that regarded not the day to the Lord, he does not regard it, period." And it said, "He that eateth unto the Lord, for he giveth good thanks. And he that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not, and giveth God thanks." So no one day is more important than the other one. So there's no special days for us to be celebrating in these pagan customs, man. The Most High gave us our high holy days for us to celebrate. You're not going to see no Israelites celebrating Halloween, Easter, none of that, Christmas, birthdays. You ain't going to see none of that in the Bible. But yet and still, you can go to any church around here. You can find them celebrating these days and having it done in their church. These people are not obeying Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So if you follow them, you understand that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. You cannot follow them. And then this is Colossians 2 and 16. It said, "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of a holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days." So this means people are going to judge you and alienate you for keeping these high holy days, man. They're going to talk, they're going to be like, "Look at what the fuck is that? Well, what's going on with that?" They're going to mock you, and they're going to, because you're not doing what they're doing, what the rest of the world is doing. So you're going to be looked at as some weirdo, What the fuck is he doing? They say the same thing to us when they see us out there preaching. They see us with the garments on, with the fringes. When they see us with this, what do they say? Hey, what the fuck is that? Y'all look like Power Rangers, because we're not walking around with tight ass pants strangling the shit out the back of our legs, and everything else. We're trying to keep the customs that the Most High gave us. So it just means people are going to alienate you and judge you for keeping these days holy that the Most High asked us to keep holy. Our feast days and our new moon, the fact that we're to eat only clean meats. Don't let their actions convict you, and make you feel some type of way where you don't keep them, because these are the days that he gave us, Now this is Malachi 3 and 6. It said, "For I am Yahweh. I change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So he didn't switch up and say, you know what, y'all can start keeping these days, or whatever these churches try to teach you. You know, there's nothing new about the laws of the Most High. You know, they didn't change. He said, I am the Lord and I change not. You know, so whatever he says forever. You know, he never changed his mind and said, y'all go ahead and eat that pig or celebrate that holiday. You know, do those abominations. He don't change. So stop trying to find a Bible verse in the loophole to try to justify the transgression, because you're never going to find it. So why am I out here telling you all this? Why am I sitting here right now telling you these things? And this is John 8:32. And it says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So I'm going to take away your excuse of being able to do the things you're doing. Once you hear these words coming out of my mouth, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you cannot unhear them. I just broke it down so you cannot understand it. You got to understand it. I gave it to you. You know it. If you continue to do it, you know, I just took away your grace right there. You can't keep doing it, you know. So just, you got to try to keep the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. These days are pagan, man. Let me show you what the new year is, man. I'm going to read the scripture to you real quick. Tell you what the new year is, man. You know. Now, this is the new year for the Israelites. For the heathen, January 1st is the new year. But for us, this is the new year. This is Exodus 12:1. And it said, and the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Now, what month was he speaking on? What month was he speaking on? Huh? Okay, let's go all the way into it. And that's Leviticus 12:1, right? I think, yeah. Okay, let's go all the way into it, and I'm finna do it. Okay, now what month was that he was talking about? Well, he said this is gonna be the beginning of the month. This should be the first month of the year. Okay, all right, we're gonna find out what month that is, and it is no mistaking that it's not January. It's not cold outside. And we're going to start at the beginning. It said, and the Lord spake unto Moses, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, wait a minute, hold on. Salaki. I think it's 12:20. No, it's Exodus 12:1. Right. My bad. Exodus 12:1. Yeah, it's, watch this. It's Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And King James Version, of course. We already know that. Okay, now, here it is. It said, and Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. And if the house be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. He said, the lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. So that's the Passover. When is the Passover kept? In the spring, right? Didn't it say, this shall be the first month of the year to you? That's March. That's in March. So on the 14th day in the month of March is the beginning of the year. Well, it's the beginning of the year, but the first day of the month of March is the beginning of the year, not January the 1st. And the Bible tells you that this is the first day of the first month of the year to you. You know what I'm saying? And this is when all the grass is new. Think about this. In January, they call it the new year. But what's new? What's new? What's new? What's new in March? Ain't nothing new. Everything's still dead in January. Everything's still cold and frozen. Flowers not blooming. Nothing's happening. Nothing's starting over new again. But in March, everything blooms new again. You see the grass start coming back. Everything wakes up from its hibernation, its winter hibernation, and everything starts back growing. And this is the new year. It's new. It starts over new again. You know, in Leviticus, it explains the cycle of all things. You know, and people don't understand that it is not the new year yet. It's still the same year. Now, when everything starts back growing and it gets warm and all that, that's the new year. Okay? Esau and their pagan rituals will trick you every time. But I just told you what the scriptures say. Do not follow the custom. Do not be dismayed by the signs of heaven. These people are in their heaven right now. They living good. So you look at them and you say, damn, they balling. Shit, they must be doing something right. Maybe if I do what they doing, or do it like they doing, I could do like them. It don't work like that. We Israelites. Right now we suffering the curses of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right now, what only thing we have to do is endure to the end. The scriptures say our only job, the whole duty of man is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. So fuck what they doing. Forget what they doing. Forget whatever they talking about. If you follow the scriptures with a clear understanding from a teacher, because you must be taught, because the Most High raised us up teachers to teach us truth, because everybody don't know truth, because everybody don't know how to understand it. You got to get your understanding from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And when he grants you that understanding, then you go out and you teach others the true understanding of the scriptures, because everybody don't have the true understanding. So with that being said, man, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. I like to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and I also like to give honors to the Akim that's out pushing the truth and sincerity to the four corners. I just want to say shalom, brothers.